Hi guys, welcome back. So it's me in front of the camera, not Eric. Eric's back there. So the other day on our Saturday morning live, I showed my it's an 8-inch initial that I've made out of the resin. It's the Total Boat resin. And I made this for my granddaughter. I made Sophia one also, but she already got hers. Gwenny hasn't gotten hers yet. So Eric thought it would be a good idea maybe if I showed you guys how I did this. So that is my G, and I'm going to show you the step-by-step process of how to do this.
I see you got all dressed up.
Yeah, I did.
Your best jacket there.
When I'm doing resin, the last thing I want is clothes that can't be dirtied. Anyway, so I bought these. They're 8-inch. They're like paper mache, I think is what they're called on Amazon. Let's see what it says here. It doesn't say. Anyway, so the one thing I really like about these is they're wide enough that they stand on their own. So when you get them, it's just it's not solid. It is hollow, but it's got the back, the front, and everything's covered. So what I did was, and this was Eric's idea, I took give credit where credit is due. I took this letter, well, similar. I took the E, and what I did was I just sanded the back. And you can see that this is just, I gotta get it away from here. It's just cardboard that is set in there to make it a little more solid. I know they use this for all kinds of different crafts, but all this is you just take it apart like this. And I just sanded until it got to the point where I could take it apart easily. Like so. And these pieces just pop out. So now I have a hollow letter. So I'll have to clean that one up. So anyway, that's what I have. I have just a hollow letter. And now if I was to just pour resin in that, it would just soak right into it. So what I've done is I mixed up a little bit of the tabletop resin, and I'm just going to coat the inside. You don't have to coat the outside because it doesn't much matter, honestly. So I just took a little brush, spread this around, and coated the inside.
So
now,
why are you doing that then?
Well,
what difference will
see, he doesn't let me finish, guys. Maybe I'm not talking fast enough. I don't know. But so what this does is it coats it so that when you pour your resin in it and you put your flowers or whatever you're going to put in it, it doesn't just soak into the cardboard and then you're trying to get the cardboard off later on after when you're ready and it doesn't come off or it's a mess. So trust me on that. I've made a mess in the past. Makes sense?
So it makes it just nice.
It just makes it nice and solid. And I am going to go through the whole process of this, guys. So if you have questions, hold on to them because I might be able to answer your question down the road. So I'm just going to do a few of these and then I'm going to let them set. It's going to take 24 hours to dry. And then we will come back and I'll show you the next step. But so all I'm doing is I'm just brushing this on there up the sides because you are going to want to get this mold. Ooh, looky there. You are going to want to get this mold off of here.
So you're just using these cardboard letters?
These are one-time use. Yeah, they're just molds. I looked for molds, trying to find molds, because Sophia came in, our granddaughter, came in one day and she's like, she said, I saw this really cool letter. It's a shelf letter and it had flowers in it. It was made of resin. Can you make me one? Well, I don't know, but I can try. So I started looking for molds, and you can't find a mold. Well, I couldn't find a mold. I won't say you can't. Maybe you can. I looked for mold, a letter mold that was big enough and thick enough to stand on its own on a shelf. And, that you could put flowers in it or, I don't know, whatever branches, whatever you want to put in it. And, look nice. I couldn't find one for less than what was it, $40 for a mold?
Pricey, yeah.
Yeah. And these are like, I don't know, $4. I think if you go to Hobby Lobby, they're like $2.99, but if you get them on sale. But Hobby Lobby was not an option. So that's what I'm doing there. I am just going to let this stuff set, let it dry, and then we will come back and I'll show you.
Exactly the right amount.
I know, huh? And I'll show you the next step. So we will be back and then we'll move on. Okay guys, welcome back. So now we've let the molds dry. They're all dry with the resin, I guess seal. I just coated them with the resin and I let them dry. Now we're gonna put our goodies in them. So Eric had some little fishing lures, fishing stuff that he wants in his, and I've got a bunch of flowers that I'm gonna hopefully be able to put in mine. I'm not sure if they're gonna be too small. So anyway, all I'm gonna do, I've got 6 ounces of resin, which is 3 ounces of resin and 3 ounces of hardener, and I'm just gonna put a little bit in here. And let it float around a little bit. Okay, now we're gonna put, what are these things?
That would be a salamander.
A salamander. Salamander. Salamander's gonna go in there. And then this one. I've never done one of these before, so this is gonna be interesting. Put that little leg down there. And then we have a...
That's a little Rapala rainbow trout.
What he said. Put that in there. And then we have...
That is a rooster tail.
A rooster tail. And we're going to put that in there. So now, we're just going to let those kind of set for a few minutes. I'm going to move him down a little bit. He seems to be crawling up there. Okay. So that's what we're going to do there. And then I'm just going to put mine in. Where's my little things here? So I cut these off of the branches, and then I cut these down as far as I can. And then you're just going to kind of squish them in there because they will get air bubbles in them. And these are not quite as easy. They do like to float. And I am putting my little charm in there. It says, I choose strength. That's going in there also. Hopefully it's right side up. Let's just double check because it seems to be upside down this way. I choose strength. Yep, it's right side up. Okay. This is the fun part. You just kind of gotta, whoops, sorry. Got stuff flying all over the place. I'm not real flower decorated, flowery, what do you call it?
Gifted?
Gifted, thank you. Yeah, I'm not, yeah. So I'm just going to put them in the way that I think would look good.
So you're putting the original, the first pour in there. How many pours does it normally take?
You know what, it depends. Maybe it could take 2 or 3. It just kind of depends because like these flowers might float where other ones wouldn't. I don't think your salamanders here are going to float. I don't think we really have to worry too much about them.
Looks like they're staying.
They're pretty much staying down.
Yeah.
And then I just kind of have to stay out here and poke them down and make them go flat and hope they stay that way. Oh, Dave's working in the garage, so we got some.
We're on the same circuit as the main shop, and he just fired up the compressor.
All right, so that's what I'm going to do there. I'm going to pour a little more on mine. Eric seems to be setting pretty good. There we go. Now it depends. You can see this doesn't quite come up over the top, but I would really rather it was a little bit lower. But it'll keep popping up. So I just got to kind of play with it.
And so then eventually the resin will get...
The resin will solidify and then it'll just kind of hold it down.
Then you'll be able to flatten it out.
Yeah.
Down. Is that the way it works?
That's in theory. That's the way it works. But you can see bubbles are coming up through there. Yeah. So now I'll just leave it, let it set for, I don't know, a couple of hours. I'll come back out and I'll keep coming out and checking it to make sure these are staying down.
I want to get over the top because I can't really get a good...
All right, let me...
a good view of them from over there.
Push these down a little bit. Still going to use my heat gun. I'm just going to do it really fast so nothing melts. We need our, where my little, there it is. This guy I would like if he would move just a little bit that way. There we go. Oh, he wants to move. So we'll have to watch him. So that's it. Now we'll just wait and see what happens. So we'll be back to do the next coat and you'll kind of see where it's at from there. And I might pour a little more resin in here in about an hour or 2 hours or something before it's completely solid but still sticky, tacky. That way it'll stay down, it'll be firmer, and it'll stay down a little better. So I'll keep checking these and then we'll come back and I'll show you the next step. Thanks, guys. Okay, guys, welcome back. So I came out couple of hours after I had poured the first coat and put the trinkets in, flowers and fishing stuff, and I went ahead and I poured another thin coat. These were staying down pretty good, but I wanted to go ahead and put another one. So now we're going to do the final coat. I've got a little over 6 ounces here. I'm kind of hoping to have a little extra to finish another project here, but we'll see what happens. So now this is the final coat.
So how long has it been since the second?
Since it's been about 4 hours.
Okay.
Since the second coat. So
now the idea is to fill it clear up to the rim?
Pretty much. Well, I don't think I'm going to have any extra. But that's okay. Let's see. Yeah, see, these peaks are still up above where I'd like for them to be. So I'm probably going to mix a little bit more and pour it right over the top of it.
We're going to do that right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you don't have to have the camera on.
No, I'll turn the camera off and then we'll come back
All right.
in 5 minutes.
All right.
Got that mixed.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and mix up a little bit more and we'll be right back. Okay, so I mixed up a little over 4 ounces, and again, if I have extra, I'll finish my project here. But I want to make sure these flower stems are all covered up. This one right here is going to give me grief, I can tell. Got bubbles coming up from it. And then oh, time's up. It's funny because that timer doesn't really work that good because I got, well, guess what in it? Resin. And,
That timer.
yeah. The old school egg timer. Kind of get stuck. Sometimes it won't go off until like the next day. So, all right. So there we go. Now, there we go.
Very cool.
So now we wait until it all dries tomorrow, and then I'll show you how I get that cardboard out of there and how we get it all finished off.
Now you didn't use any mold release, right?
I did not use mold release. It doesn't matter. It doesn't work.
Okay.
I have tried it before.
We'll find out tomorrow what happens.
Yep. All right, guys. So we will see you tomorrow, and we'll go to the next step. Talk to you later. Okay, guys. Welcome back. So here is Eric's letter, all finished. We did the last pour yesterday sometime. So this is what it looks like when it's done with the drying process. Now what I did was I took the V out to the sanding belt and I sanded off technically the front. All of this I just sanded off with the sanding belt, just held it down and sanded it off. And now I'm going to work on the sides. Now I did go ahead and go in here and clean this up because I wasn't sure I was going to have the right bit to do it. But I had this little saber tooth, what is this, grinder or is this a bit? I don't even know what it's called.
Yeah,
it's a saber tooth. Anyway, so I was able to clean that up with that. Now I'm going to use the Cuts-All fine grinder. Again, I call them a bit, but it's not like a router bit. So I'm going to just show you how I did it.
Mag is over here.
Mag's telling me you're not paying attention to him. So this is my my Fordham. This is the easiest way that I have found to do this. It has a foot pedal so I can control everything down here. I've tried sanding it with the sander, but yeah, that didn't work too well. So I'm just going to take my Fordham, my gosh, and I'm just going to clean this up. And I'm not going to hold it that way. I'm going to hold it this way. And I'm just going to go over it. So that's what I'm going to do. You see, I don't know, can you see how I can clean that out there? And
Yeah.
I'm just going to go over the whole thing, and that's all I'm going to do is I'm just going to clean off this cardboard, and then we'll come back and I'll show you how we're going to finish it up. So stay tuned for the next part. This is going to take me a little while, so I'm just going to continue to do this, and then when we come back, we'll be back in my shop and I'll show you how we finish it. Okay guys, so I got everything all sanded off, sanded down. Whoops, looky there. One thing I didn't do, which I guess I had a little brain hiccup there. Gotta wipe it down. Sorry about that. I totally forgot about that part. All right, So now all I'm going to do is I'm going to take some resin and I'm going to smear it all over here, and you watch the nice clear coat come right back on there. Let's see, we'll start with, I actually want to start with the back. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to take my hand and I'm going to put it on there, just rub it really light. Right on there. Make sure it's all covered. And so that's that side. So look at there, how pretty. I may have to make some more, I don't know.
Almost like magic how it comes
Kind of
from
clear.
being frosted to crystal clear.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yep, and see, I'm making a mess, which is what I do. I think I might have to make some more to do that E, because there's a lot of space on that. Yeah.
A lot more surface.
So there you go, guys. That kind of will give you an idea. Again, I'm going to pour more on here because I got to get it down in this crevice in here. Cover, get all that corner there for that V. Just make sure all my little spots are covered. Everything's done.
Wow, that came out beautiful.
Oh, I see a chunky on there. So it looks like I got it all, but who knows? Just want to make sure here. It's like playing in glue when you were a kid and your mom always get mad at you. Anybody else do that, or is that just me?
No, that was just you.
Oh, come on. You tell me you didn't like to put glue on your fingers and then let it...
You're weird.
Peel it off. Oh, stop it. All right. So there it is. So I am going to finish up this E. And then I am going to... Actually, I'm going to pour the back of it here. I want you guys to see the fishes in it. Or not fishes, the fish and lures, I guess, huh? Are they actually lures?
Yeah.
Are they? Okay, fish and lures.
Different kinds, but yeah, they are.
So they're kind of,
Yeah.
you'll see. I've got to finish it up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to finish this up, I'm going to let it set, and then we'll come back and kind of do the final reveal, I guess, for lack of a better term.
Very cool.
That's what it's going to be. So thanks for watching, guys. We'll be back tomorrow after I get more done here. Okay, guys, we're back. So I finished up the letters here. So I want to tell you what I did after we put the resin on. I still got some drops back on the back side of it. So I took it out to the other shop, sanded it down, and then I just sprayed it with the, what is it? I didn't bring it out. The can of...
Rust-Oleum Clear Spray.
The Rust-Oleum Clear Spray that Eric puts on his signs. I just sprayed the back of that because I didn't want to go through the whole resin thing again. So there we go. It's done. They're done. Whoops, and I just knocked that over. Poor Eric.
They don't break easily.
No.
Hopefully.
My table's not level because there's resin all over it. I tried to hide it with my plastic bag, but it didn't work. anyway, so there we go. There's Eric's, and I noticed Eric's fishing lure is upside down, so y'all will see that. I know, but and then I just
fish with it that way.
do you? That's why you don't catch any fish.
That evidently.
And then this is just a little muffin mold that I got off of Amazon, and I made that for going in the middle. So that is it, folks.
E loves V.
Yes.
Oh.
So thank you again, Total Boat, for all the product, an amazing product that you have. And
Those came out nice.
yeah, I hope you guys like it. They're fun. They make great gifts, wedding gifts, birthday gifts. So anyway, I hope you like it. If you have any questions, you can email me at vickywithdavescience@gmail.com, or Eric, he'll send it over to me. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, give us a thumbs up, please. It helps with the algorithms. And I guess that's it. Did I forget anything?
No.
Nope.
That's it.
All right, guys, if you need any supplies, makeawoodsign.com. Not these supplies, but for the signs. And thanks for watching with me, guys. We'll talk to you later. Bye.